What is up, you guys? This is Erica's for the win, and this is Glumstone the Giant Gnome Way Out boss fight. I'm going to teach you guys how to beat this boss pretty easily. I did a couple things to make it more manageable. So for one, I used the Chaser as my weapon. I also used Smoke Dash, which is super handy, especially for the second phase, which you will see. And I just had a lot of patience. You kind of have to slow down and kind of just let things pass you by or happen instead of panic jumping, panic dashing, and trying to take it into your own hands. You just kind of have to let things happen and react. So let's talk about it. So the first phase, I usually stayed in the front and just hopped over these poofs of magic or whatever's coming out of there. You got purple and pink poofs that you can parry. You can parry the pink ones if you get the chance. I didn't force it. If it was there, if it was easy to take, I would take it, but I didn't force it. I just focused on avoiding them, jumping, shooting, and making sure I don't get caught by the geese. So once you see the geese are coming through, just try and make sure you're not on a platform that is moving up or it seems like it's about to. Try and get to one that just went down, or if you absolutely have to, get to the ground and move horizontally so that way the gnomes don't get you. They pop up really quick, so you want to stay on the move, get back on another platform that's low, or just keep moving and use your dash if you have to above them. Sometimes he'll pull out the bear to kind of try and get you, but that's always on the left side. If you just stay to the right side, get on a platform there, you'll be fine. He doesn't do much, he just kind of hangs there. And that's pretty much the first phase. I just did my best to stay in the front. Sometimes you can't predict those platforms. They go up and down at the worst times. Trust me, I know. Or they disappear completely. That can happen as well. So I just did my best to play the odds of being in the front, having a good position to jump over the clouds of, pink and purple that come through, and just keep my shot on him, keep shooting, and he'll eventually go on to second phase. Now, the second phase is where I initially had trouble because I did not have the smoke dash going at first. Once I turned that on, I realized, look, I could just stay in the middle, just avoid the gnomes popping from the bottom, kind of move back and forth. And once they throw the ball to each other, I would smoke dash through the ball. And that made it way easier. If you don't have smoke dash, it can be more difficult because you're trying to just dash normally through the gnomes, through the ball, and sometimes you don't know exactly where they're going to throw that ball. They might throw it closer to themselves, or closer to the middle, or closer to you. It can be a pain in the butt. So the smoke dash definitely made that easier, and I felt that was the X factor and what made me get this done. When I got the chance, I used my super moves on them just to kind of get some more damage in there. And you want to make sure they're standing closer to the ground. Like when he has those puppets in the air, you're probably going to end up missing on some of your supers. So it's best to wait till they're on the ground, hit him with those, and then get on to the last phase even faster. And then here we are with the last phase. We go into his stomach, basically, which is pretty disgusting, but we're in there. And we're stepping on these like alligator, crocodile skulls. To know when they're going to open is when you see the chicken leg going down. So wherever that chicken leg goes to, that's the mouth that's going to open, and you want to avoid standing on those skulls. You want to hit those parries when you can, and just hit it and drop down back on the skull, because once you hit the parry, it closes up. So you're able to just drop back down. Unfortunately, sometimes those darts or whatever those are in the way and you can get hit, which is what happened to me. But other than that, I wasn't hit anywhere else because I was able to just jump from skull to skull, make sure they weren't about to eat a chicken leg, and I just got it done that way. You have to really watch where those legs are going, who's gonna, open their mouth for them chicken legs, and then those parries, sometimes you do have to dodge to them because they can be a little bit, they can have some distance between them. But as long as you hit that parry and just land back onto the skull that had it, you should be fine. And with your chaser weapon, it's going to continuously shoot him no matter where you're at. You don't got to aim, you don't got to do nothing. And that's what makes it a lot more manageable and easier. So I highly recommend Chaser on this. Highly recommend Smoke Dash. And with a little bit of patience and not panic dodging or jumping, and you just kind of wait for things to happen so you could react, such as the chicken bones and the parries and certain enemies going by that you just jump over, you should be able to get this done. It's going to take some time. You're going to have to learn it. But I feel like with these couple of tips, you guys can get it done a bit quicker. So I hope they helped. Let me know in the comment section if they did. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much, and I will catch you in my next video. Bye.